Okay, so in this question we're going to be asked to find the value of each of the following additions and multiplications and so on. So we're going to be focusing on the order of operations. And we've got a nice simple one for part 1 where we've got 243 plus 178. And we can of course use a calculator for this. And when we plug that in, we're going to get a value of 421. So that is going to be our answer for part 1. So just a nice bit of addition there with some bigger numbers, but hopefully nothing too scary about that. And then for part 2 here, we're going to be doing some multiplication. So we've got 7.2 times 6. And once again, the easiest thing to do here is just plug this in the calculator to find our answer. And when we do that, we're going to get an answer of 43.2. So you can also do that, manually if you wanted to, just adding these 7.2s together, because we know that this is going to be 7.2 added to itself 6 times. So that's how that would look. But I think it's easier just to use the calculator for there for part 2. And then for part 3, we're asked to do this one, which is a little bit more complicated, just because we've got brackets now. And it's always a good idea to be careful with brackets, because we have a rule which is BIMDAS, which basically tells us the order in which we want to do our operations. And BIMDAS basically stands for brackets, indices, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So this is kind of a really kind of remember, just to make sure you don't do your addition too early or your brackets too late. And so in this case, we can see that we've got brackets and it's the very first letter, so we need to deal with that first. So I'm just going to put equals 24 divided by, and then instead of our bracket we want a number, so we're going to simplify this bracket, and we have 9 minus 7, and we know that 9 minus 7 is going to be equal to 2. So we're going to have 24 divided by 2, and you can see now we've only got one operation left, which is division. It is in the middle of BIMDAS, but it doesn't actually matter too much once you only have one operation, because there's no order to worry about anymore. So now we've just got to divide 24 by 2, and 24 over 2 is going to be 12. So that's going to be our answer for part 3. Moving on to part 4 now, we've got an indice. So an indice is basically a number to the power of another number. And, so you could have squared or you could have cubed. And in this case, we've got 3 to the power of 4. We have 3 to the power of 4. And what I always like to do for indices is just start kind of from the basics and just write out what it means. So we know that 3 to the power of 4 is the same as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And so that's kind of what it means. An indice is just a kind of way of writing this in a shorter way, because we know we've got 4 3's multiplied by each other. But now that we know that, we can basically simplify this. And you could use a calculator, but I think it's a good exercise to actually do this without using your calculator at all, just to get used to this. So 3 times 3 is 9, and we can leave in our other 3's. So we just simplified 2 of our 3's into 1. And then 9 times 3 is going to be 27. So we can say that this is 27 times 3, and then finally 27 times 3 is going to be equal to 81. So this is the kind of one that you could obviously use a calculator for if you wanted to, but this is just to demonstrate that we can also do this without even touching the calculator at all, because 3 is a fairly easy number to work with. And lastly, for this question, we're asked what number is halfway between 16 and 30. So what would be the number halfway between? And you can probably do this just by a bit of trial and error, just kind of choosing different numbers and seeing if it works. But basically what we're looking for is a number which is the average of 16 and 30. So if we had these two numbers, what is the average kind of value we get when we add them together and divide it by 2? And so we can do that now, and we get 46 over 2. And 46 over 2 is going to give us an answer of 23. And you can always double check this by sort of saying okay, so is 23 as close to 16 as it is to 30? And it actually is, because if we added 7 to 23, we get to 30. So 27 plus 3 is 30. But then 23 minus 7 is going to be equal to 16. So that's kind of how this works. You're looking for the same difference between the middle number and the two numbers we're given in the question. So that's kind of how you would deal with these. And so that's going to be it for this question.